Hey ComicWow, this is Gigi, and I'm here with an off-site exclusive during San Diego Comic-Con. So glad we made the trip. We are here at the San Diego Comic Art Gallery that just opened recently, June 5th, I believe, and I am here with the curator right now, Harry Katz. Thank you so much for joining us.
Gigi, thanks for having us. Thanks for coming over and putting us on the air.
Oh, yeah, I cannot wait for everybody to come and see this for themselves in person, because right now I feel my heart beating a little faster. As a giant Ninja Turtles fan, we are standing in the office space of Kevin Eastman, and I am purely overwhelmed. I mean,
surrounded by his aura, and his brain has expanded onto the walls.
I know. I feel like I'm standing in like Walt Disney's office right now. It's like creativity everywhere. I mean, Ninja Turtles as far as the eye can see. But let's talk about the gallery itself. So the gallery portion was the brainchild of Ted Adams of IDW, correct?
IDW is one of the nation's top publishers, as many people know, and we moved from nearby headquarters into this facility, which is a remodeled old Naval Academy campus in Point Loma in San Diego. Beautiful spot, lots of restaurants, other museums. We moved in here, and part of the deal was that we would open a public component to
because the IDW offices are upstairs, correct?
Offices are upstairs. Our headquarters is here, and we've opened this gallery to bring in the public. It's an arts and culture district. It's a great place to visit. And we opened 1 month ago, and it's been terrific ever since. We got kids and their grown-up parents coming in, and they're all just having a ball.
Yeah, there's people here with us now while we're doing this interview, and you can just see there's so much to take in. I was blown away, and I know we've gotten footage of everything, but I was blown away by seeing sketches from Kevin's book or seeing the handwritten pages. I mean, this is a group of characters, and you and I talked about only moments ago how someone to say something like, oh, let's do this group of these turtles, they're mutants, they're ninjas, they're teenagers, and it would think, oh, let's hope that succeeds. Right. But here they've captured audiences of my generation, and now these little kids now, how does something like that occur, do you think?
It's just so unlikely, because the fantasy of every kid who's ever read a comic book is to produce a comic book, and to see how Kevin and his co-creator Peter Laird were just kicking things around one night over pizza and beer in the living room.
Pizza especially.
Yeah, and they come out with this doodle that they then try to match each other drawing for drawing, and then Kevin does a group turtle sketch. All of these original formative sketches are
named after famous artists.
All these formative sketches, and then the development of the comic book. So for these guys just to independently create this pop culture phenomenon in their living room is a great story, and you can see it as the drawings and his career evolve.
And I think a big part of it, especially as a fan, is the depth of it all. Is it seems like, okay, here's our concept, these turtles, they, became mutants, so now they're these teenagers and they're living like humans, but they've got this ninja aspect. But there's a lot of depth to the story, especially the brotherhood between the four guys. I think it creates that family, but then also they're good guys. How often do mutants turn into good guys besides maybe an X-Men or something, and even they have some problems.
Yeah, well, Kevin is fundamentally a really good guy.
Oh, that's good.
So I think this is, as it's evolved, it's a real reflection on the original vision they had, which was to give it's irreverent, it's animated and wacky, but there's a goodness to it, and I think that's what kids respond to, and their parents now, 2 generations come in here, and that's what they respond to is the goodness, the intelligence, and the humanity of the turtles.
Absolutely.
I never thought I'd say that.
The humanity of the turtles. Now, the exhibit pieces that are in here now, are these long-standing? Is this a timed exhibit that pieces will be shifted out? How does that work?
Well, Kevin is one of the, our featured IDW artists. He's doing current TMNT work along with other projects with IDW. He's fantastic. He and his wife Courtney live in the area with their family. He's down here every month, maybe 2 or 3 times a month. So
will there potentially be days where he's sitting in this office?
Yeah, you will come down, and people are always surprised because they look over their shoulder and there's Kevin. So that's terrific to have that kind of creative personality, that creative force around the campus is terrific, because people, if you come, he will be here. And then we're going to get all the other IDW, there are terrific IDW artists involved.
Now there's another piece in here besides, there's another wall, the imagination wall, and that features another story besides. So it's not just Ninja Turtles items you will find here. That's the underwear exhibit, which underwear, WHERE, even those who don't know.
Right, underwear, WHERE, but every hero needs underwear is the way that Kevin would put it. But the other thing that he says is imagination is the greatest adventure, and that's really where underwear started. It's a kid creating his own, either fearful or powerful world in his or her own mind. And I think Kevin is so, as I've met him, is so much about education and reaching out to kids in a way that's meaningful and resonates for them, so they can realize they're not alone if they're fearful. They're not alone if they're creative. And that's the exciting thing, is to see the interaction between the artist, the work, and the audience, whether kids or grown-ups, how they respond and react. It's pretty cool.
And I would say, from a personal aspect of going through here, this is a great definitive collection of things that say dreams come true, because seeing actual sketches of someone, every kid, as we spoke about, dreams about having something that they sketch and comes to life and becomes a success. So to see these little pieces, I think, and even just the small lower window that's in Kevin's office, so providing a perspective for all ages, I definitely encourage, and this is an all ages gallery museum for everyone to come to.
Yeah, fingerprints are a problem, but we try to cope with that. It's just fantastic, because the little ones come in, and one night we were having some people in, and there was a big bustle in the gallery, and I look over, and there's just a little kid, probably 7 or 8 years old, with his copy of underwear, just sitting down by the wall alone reading. And that's what it's here for. You're going to see how these comic books are made. You're going to meet the creators. It's really exciting to see these dreams built from the ground up.
It's fantastic. And so this is a free admission museum. I want to remind everybody.
Free to the public. We are a publishing house, so we offer our really amazing range of books and games, and
great gift shop in there.
In our little gift shop. But the gallery itself is free to the public. It's very hands-on. You're going to see the art as it was sitting there on Kevin's studio, and then you're going to see Kevin's studio. And so it's a really nice combination.
Can you let all of our ComicWow fans know exactly where they can find out more information, if there's any social media for the gallery?
Yeah, it's San Diego Comic Art Gallery.com, sdcomicartgallery.com, but you can also go to our Facebook, San Diego Comic Art Gallery, and all the information will be there. We've had that we've only been open a month, but incredible response. We've got Comic-Con in town, and people are excited. We're going to have monthly activities and some great parties, a costume party and Halloween.
You're making me wish I lived in San Diego, Harry.
Come back. You got to come back.
It's only 5 miles from the convention center. I'll tell you, it was worth the trek. Yeah. And
Kevin Eastman's show, we're going to have his art up on the wall for 6 months. His office will stay here because he's here.
I can't imagine him trying to move this anyway.
No, that's it. It's 30 years of stuff out from the garage, so I think Courtney is very happy.
Yeah, I am sure. So the address here is
2765 Truxtun Road, Truxtun Road in San Diego. It's on Point Loma in the Liberty Station area.
Very easy to find, I found. It was very easy
to find, yeah, right off the highway. Not downtown, but just outside of town, in a beautiful setting, beautiful campus, and we hope to see everybody here.
Absolutely. And the normal hours for the museum are Wednesday to Sunday, but you guys have actually expanded hours because of the Comic-Con crowd.
We open all through Comic-Con weekend and Monday following Comic-Con, so people, as they're heading out, can stop by and say hello. Definitely
worth the trek, everybody. Anytime you're in San Diego, come out and check out the San Diego Comic Art Gallery, and you will be blown away. Harry, thank you so much for your time. Excited to be here. For ComicWow, I'm Gigi. This is Harry Katz, and you're welcome.